I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, yeah. Baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious, I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life.
Everybody, what is up? How are y'all doing? Sorry, this was supposed to be yesterday, but I woke up. I stayed up really, really late because you had that Leah versus Zach dude, and that started at 10 p.m. Because I've gotten to the point now I go to bed around midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. And then after that, Beckett had an argument over on Reservoir's channel, and yeah, I was up until like about 5 a.m. So basically, I went to bed, I woke up, and I said, nah. My body was like, nah, and I fell back asleep. So we didn't do this yesterday. So we're doing it today, okay? And this live stream will stay up. It's not going to go to members only. I can't handle listening to her twice. I refuse. So this live stream will stay up. It will not be members only. Because there is no way. There is no way in hell I'm listening to her twice. Nah. And then when you're editing, it's like 3 or 4 times. Nah. Nope. So whatever I mess up in this live stream, I just mess up. Oh well. It's staying up. I do not care. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta take your rest. Absolutely. We are going to power through it, though. As I sit here and wonder what Miss Pumpkin is thinking that she's doing, I'm about to throw something at her. Hey, get down. No, don't meow at me. Get down. Ma'am, don't make me get up. Don't make me get up. 1, 2. Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. Yeah, my sleep, I've practically, it's like my sleep schedule is good enough now, you know? And I think, honestly, you know what's helped me? Doing the streams during the day. That is what helped me. Janelle for 5, a new hell has been defined and discovered. Listening to Ethel at half speed. Bro, we're not doing it at, we don't do Ethel at 1.5. Listen, listening to Ethel, there is no way on normal is like listening to her at half speed. I have to crank her up to 1.75 or 2. Yeah, there's no way. Exactly. Who needs kids when cats are the same thing? Yes. She's been poking at my nerves lately, too. I keep threatening her that I'm going to adopt her out. You know what? I'll give you away to Lily Jean, huh? How would you like that? How would you like to go live with Lily Jean or her mama? I will find them and I will send you to them. Keep acting up. Did y'all hear what Lily Jean did? Real quick before we get started. I'm going to go over it tomorrow. But listen, I have to threaten her with something, okay? Just listen, I'm not really going to send her to Lily Jean, okay? I have to threaten her with something. Did y'all hear what Lily Jean did? She DMCA'd the article that was written about her and Primick. She DMCA'd the article off of Google. Girl, what? And then, you know what? At this point, I don't think it's her because I don't think she's smart enough to do that. I think it's her mama. I absolutely think it's her mama. I think it's her mama doing it. Yes, DMCA'd an article. Obviously it can be done, okay? But I have never heard of such a thing before. Like, an article? How do you DMCA somebody's words? Well, you know what? He linked the video. He linked videos in that article. That's probably what she DMCA'd. That's what I'm thinking, because if you think about it, she DMCA'd Primick's tweet that linked his video. So, I think it's because the video got linked. Bruh. We're going to go over it tomorrow. I got several subjects to go over tomorrow. We're going to do some Anissa tomorrow, some Lily Jean tomorrow. It's basically going to be Crazy Lady Day. All right? Tomorrow is going to be deemed Crazy Lady Day. Okay? Well, it's kind of Crazy Lady Day today, too. But tomorrow is definitely Crazy Lady Day. Okay? We have one crazy lady today. Tomorrow is going to be multiple crazy ladies. And as a card-carrying member of the Crazy Lady Club, I am authorized to be able to call these women crazy. All right? I just, you know, I choose to keep my side calm-ish. You know? So, Stick says, Xylie, you're the swag type of crazy, though it doesn't count. I have never heard that before, Stick. I'm the swag type of crazy. Oh, that was amazing. That was amazing. That was really good. I like that. That's what's up. Alright, put a 1 in the chat if you want to get this started. You know how I told y'all I was going to pre-watch this? Yeah, well, that didn't happen. Alright? I was too busy. And I'm like super busy today. We got to do this live stream. and then I have to run to the store, and then I have a D&D session at 2:30. I don't know what time we're finishing with that, but when it's done, I have to give Penelope a bath. And then I have to go into the back room, and you know I told you my husband's moving rooms. I have to go and pack stuff up in that other room. So I am busy today. Brandy for 5. Do you have your 5-hour energy and 3 life? I have diet root beer. I have diet root beer and what is a strawberry pina colada vape. That's what I have. Because you talk to them, and I have a really big husband, and he holds her and pets her and loves on her while I wash her. And we have a table, and here's the thing about washing a cat, all right? Just to let y'all know. Janelle, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. It's really nice of you. Thank you. Cool cat, I'm diabetic. I have to have diet, okay? Here's the thing. This is how you wash a cat, all right? The first thing you want to do is you don't put them in the tub or whatever it is without something they can grip on. So you put a towel down, or you put, like, I have a bath rug that got stained up from where I used to dye my hair. So I just use that and then just dry it afterwards. But that way she has something she can claw and she's not slipping around. That's what you do when you wash a cat. So... thank you again, Janelle. I appreciate it. 07's in the chat for Janelle and Brandy, please. And Brandy, thank you again for the 5. I appreciate it. Very nice of you. Princess, thank you for joining the Just Saying squad. So... all right, y'all already put the 1, so we're going to get started. Let me go ahead and put this to 175. And we got the CC on, so let's go. Boom. Oh, yeah, turn that volume up. All right.
Rachel Oates on the 1st of October, 2020.
These kinds of people who think it's worse to be called transphobic than it is to do anything transphobic, or that it's worse to be called a misogynist than it is to say misogynistic things. It's ridiculous. It's not. Just be a good person and you won't be called these things.
Rachel Oates on the 5th of April.
Okay, you would think that's what would happen. But if you go back and look at what she said, these kind of people who think it's worse to be called transphobic than it is to do anything transphobic. You know what kind of people that is? That's people like Denims who won't call out Keppels because they're scared of being called transphobic. Because to them, that is the worst thing you can do is be called transphobic. It's people like Denims who are like that. That's how Keppels got away with what she got away with for the longest time. Because of people like that. So.
Than it is to do anything transphobic, or that it's worse to be called a misogynist than it is to say misogynistic things. It's ridiculous. It's not. Just be a good person and you won't be called these things.
Rachel Oates on the 5th of April, 2022.
Quote, so quick update, I filed a defamation claim against EoT's video and YouTube agreed with me that it is in violation of the UK's defamation laws and so have restricted it from being played in the UK. The big claims in their video, that I'm a serial transphobe, are utterly false and are said with the intent of damaging my reputation. End quote.
It's ridiculous. It's not. Just be a good person and you won't be called these things.
This is just one piece of evidence out of many that Rachel Oates wants to ban you from seeing. Why? Well, because it draws into question her own actions, a fact we'll discuss in further detail in a second. But first, a quick content warning for the following. Transmisia, sexual violence...
Oh my God, the content warnings. Oh dear God. You know what I want to do? I might do a funny edit. Okay. Nick might get me for it though, but you know what? It'll be worth it. I'll go down in flames. I don't care. I'm gonna do a hella edit. Yeah, apparently terrorism, dehumanization. Bro.
Domestic abuse, terrorism, self-harm, suicide, misgendering, and dehumanization. If you like our work and appreciate the research put into each video, please consider supporting the channel by Patreon.
We don't like your work.
You can also support us by liking, commenting, and sharing this video on social media.
Only smart people watch my channel, and they will not be going to your Patreon. Thank you very much.
Also, just like to take the time to remind our viewers that the statements made throughout our videos are the opinions of myself, the host, based on the
QTV, another transphobe has hit the second tower. True. 328 for 5. Ethel versus Keffel's gladiator match. Winner has a... Oh my god. Winner has a lifetime supply. No, I disavow. Nope. They're both women. Nope. I disavow. You're not getting me with that one. Thank you for the 5, though. But I disavow. I absolutely disavow. Alright, let's keep going.
evidence I have available to me. They are not and should not be taken as unquestionable fact, which is why we reference everything, because we're valuable. Thus we strive to give you, the viewer, the ability to check for evidence for yourself in order to make up your own mind, which is what the reference numbers in the top left corner are for, being numbers that match up with the reference list found in the transcript linked down below. As such, we encourage all viewers to do their own research to reach an informed conclusion about the topic. Hi there, my name's Ethel Thurston, she, her, they, them, and today we'll be continuing our journey to document the impact Rachel Oates has had on the trans community, specifically how she has, on multiple occasions, promoted far-right anti-feminist, anti-trans...
You know, I feel like she stopped talking about Rachel Oates and then she got triggered by Evangelina. Like, come on. Oh my god.
...trans figures. From people openly declaring that the very existence of non-binary people sickens them, to a man who rage quit Twitter after he publicly targeted and dead-named an 8-year-old trans girl, Rachel Oates has personally thanked them all for their support. This video is the 5th and final piece in a 5-part series, with each video documenting a key incident between Rachel Oates and the...
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, don't. Why are you lying? Why are you lying? You are lying your ass off. I'm sorry. Hold on. Hold on. And I know what she's gonna say. Why is my... What is going on with my... Oh, that's why. Okay. Hold on. Where's her channel? Where's her channel? Where's her channel? Okay, there it is. Do we remember this video? Getting ready to move on with my channel. Are you really moving on? Like, are you really moving on? Let me look at something real quick. Let's do that. Because I never checked her social blade. Okay, what is it? Subscribers. March 6th to March 6th to May 12th lost 400 subscribers. Lost another 100. Lost another 100. Another 100. So she is bleeding subscribers. Yeah, she's bleeding subscribers. Yep. And it's funny, it's like she gained 400 subscribers and then turned around and lost them right back. Wait a minute, that's kind of weird. How did you gain... Okay, wait a minute. From February 28, 2024 to March 5th of 2024, they gained 400 subscribers. But then from March 6th of 2024 to March 12th of 2024, they lost 400 subscribers. Bruh. No, that's not what I'm saying. QTV, I am not saying that. Now, some people may think that, but I'm not saying that. Huh, that's weird. Alright, let's continue.
Trans community. The first video was an introduction that looked into the hypocrisy played at the start. The second video looked into the time Oates published identifying information taken from a private trans-focused mental health support group. The third video looked into the time Oates published private emails sent to her by a trans member of her audience, in spite of said audience member repeatedly telling her that he was afraid to approach her in public due to fear of abuse from her audience.
Stop. Stop. You're obsessed. You are completely obsessed. This is crazy. Only crazy people would do this.
Lastly, the fourth video delved into the events of September 2019, how Oates called on her subscribers to circumvent my block of her to provoke a response, only to then turn around and frame that response as me harassing her, exploiting self-harm to help her do so. So you should go ahead and watch those videos if you have.
You know what's funny? Exploiting her self-harm. But yet, she has a picture here with somebody having blood coming out of their eyes. You don't think that was a smack in the face? And this video here with this thumbnail was Ethel's pinned tweet on her Twitter when it was there.
Around and frame that response as me harassing her, exploiting self-harm to help her do so. So you should go ahead and watch those videos if you haven't, as I will be referring to them throughout this video. All of our work is fully referenced so that you can check things for yourself. If you're in the UK and find yourself unable to watch any of the videos in the series due to Oates' habit of weaponizing the UK's draconian defamation laws to stifle free speech, specifically criticism, you can use a VPN to get around the issue, or simply read the transcripts / watch one of the mirrors linked in the master list that can be found in the description of each video. For the VPN, just change your country of origin to be outside of the UK, and you'll be able to access the wealth of evidence presented, allowing you to make up your own mind, something Rachel Oates would deny you. Speaking of denying you, if you go to check any of Oates' videos or live streams referenced throughout any of our exposés, only to discover that they're no longer available, this is because Oates has taken to deleting and privating said evidence. Now, we'd originally prepared for this possibility by mirroring key pieces, unpublished, linking said mirror below her original.
Okay, look. Rachel Oates has even said herself she didn't handle this situation very well. Okay? And I agree. She didn't handle it. With somebody who is obsessed like this, these are the type of people that you literally need to put your middle finger up in the air and keep it moving. Because even mentioning their name, that's what they want. They want somebody to fight them. You know? She literally should have just stuck her middle finger up in the air and just said, you know what? I'm done. I don't care what you say because I know who I am.
Sadly, Oates saw this as an opportunity to abuse YouTube's copyright system. The string of DMCA claims Oates filed put the channel a single strike away from the fee required to be deleted, permanently putting the future of the channel and my sole source of income as a trans person in jeopardy. We naturally won our appeals over the coming weeks, leading...
Okay, listen. Wait a minute. So putting the future of the channel and my sole source of income, you could have kept out as a trans person in jeopardy. Because it doesn't matter that you're a trans person. Okay? If that was happening to anyone, it wouldn't be as a Latino, as a gay man, as a lesbian. It's still your channel is out of jeopardy. Why does this have to be here? Why does that line have to be there? Stop. Good God.
Future of the channel and my sole source of income as a trans person in jeopardy. We naturally won our appeals over the coming weeks,
we're not.
leading YouTube to reinstate.
We're not watching the Lily Orchard response. Nope. Wait, what Lily Orchard response? She responded to what Ethel... Oh, yeah. No, we're not watching it. No, I'm not watching it.
Said videos. That said, we decided it best to remove those videos to prevent any further attempts being made. The bottom line is, we tried to ensure that everyone, including her audience, would always be able to see the full context of the clips used for our exposés. It is Rachel Oates who has done everything in her power to make sure that that is not the case. To me, the only reason Oates was set out to bury those videos is because the context was worse than anything we stated in our exposés, and thus she did not want you checking for yourself. Because think about it. If they vindicated her in any way at all, she would have sent people there herself. But she didn't, because they don't. Just a very important thing you need to keep in mind going forward. The last thing I want to do is mention the shift in tone throughout this video. Rachel Oates had a solicitor send us a cease and desist on the 5th of December 2023, threatening legal action if we did not immediately remove all posts relating to Oates, delete all archived evidence, and pay for damages, as well as Oates' legal fees. We immediately saw...
Oh. We act for Miss Rachel Oates. We confirm that our client's address has been removed given the substance of allegations. come to our client's attention that on before May 2019 to the present date that you are making and continue to make statements, have published and continue to republish statements. I mean, you are kind of obsessed. You have not stopped talking about her for 5 years. Ethel, it's been 5 years. I think you can move on. Leave her alone. Leave her friends alone. What is your problem?
Posts relating to Oates, delete all archived evidence, and pay for damages, as well as Oates' legal fees. We immediately sought out a specialist in internet law for a legal consultation. Full disclosure, the consultation cost £469, which has now been subtracted from the trans community's legal defense fund. Said solicitor noticed several red flags with the cease and desist, signs that Oates had no real intention of following through and was relying on threatening us in hopes of forcing us to self-censor, signs which have been vindicated by Oates' inactivity during the last 5 months. That said, he still gave us advice on how to conduct ourselves going forward, advice I will be implementing throughout this video, hence the shift in tone. And in case anyone takes issue with the facts I'm sharing...
Why? Okay, wait a minute. Why do you have to shift your tone then? Why do you have to shift your tone? Because you were laying out a bunch of allegations that were bullshit? Is that it? Is that the problem? Huh? You know, obviously Rachel Oates has some mental health issues, and she uploaded that video where she cut herself, and you thought it was okay to mock that? What? Is that the tone that you're talking about that you're shifting? What? You're disgusting.
Screenshots of said documents. Not only am I legally allowed to publish said documents, so long as I redact any and all personal information, but Oates herself has done the exact same thing. I am of course referring to the fact that, on the 5th of November 2023, Rachel Oates published a screenshot of the first page of a cease and desist she was sent to the Fundy Snark Uncensored subreddit. That is the general standard, as set by Oates herself. So with all that noted, the first thing I want to do is address something that has come up previously and almost certainly set by Oates page of a cease and desist she was sent to the Fundy Snark Uncensored subreddit. That is the general standard, as set by Oates herself. So
guilt by association, what it is and isn't. Oh my God, no. I cannot believe the caucasity of this lady. Are you really going to give us what is guilt by association? You, of all people, are going to tell us what guilt by association is? Are you serious? Her whole problem with Rachel Oates is guilt by association. And the sad thing is the dude she got mad at wasn't even guilty. He was guilty for his initial video by the examples that he used, and he wasn't. But what he did was he took a step back. He listened to other trans people. He listened to more, I guess, scientific, because they're really sciencey over there. He listened to more studies. He realized where he went wrong. And then he put out a video saying, you know what? I was wrong. And I listened to people, and I apologized to whoever this affected. I am sorry. It did not mean to come off that way. It was a good apology. But because Rachel Oates defended him, she has been enemy number one ever since then. Her whole problem with Rachel Oates is guilt by association. Buddha, Ethel is beyond autism. This is freaking psychotic. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Oh, okay. So now we're going to get preached to about what guilt by association is and what it isn't. Okay, are y'all ready? Are y'all ready for this? Okay.
with all that noted, the first thing I want to do is address something that has come up previously and will almost certainly come up in discussions surrounding this video, and that is the concept of guilt by association. We need to discuss what it is and how some people have corrupted its original meaning beyond all usefulness. Guilt by association is an informal fallacy. That is to say, a fallacy which is caused not in the form or structure of an argument, but rather its content or context. Said arguments are only fallacious under very specific circumstances, whilst being completely valid in general. With regards to guilt by association, it can be better labelled as guilt by spurious, that is, unrelated, association. The classic example is, Stalin had a mustache. John has a mustache. Stalin was evil, therefore John is evil. There is no known relation between facial hair and morality, ergo, that is a spurious relation.
Oh my god. Oh my god! Why did I say I would do this video? Oh my god! That's it. That's it. That's it. person that told me about this video, because I am going to hide them from my chat. Whoever it was that suggested that I watch this video, I'm hiding them from my chat. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to really do that. But good God, this woman here. Ethel, dear God. Dear God, Ethel. Alright, we can do this, alright? We're only 8 minutes in, or almost 9 minutes in. We can do this.
Relation, making it entirely fallacious. Another example, given by Levi, is Jane works for a charity, John works for a charity, Jane embezzles money from charity, therefore John embezzles money from charity. This is guilt by association, since there's nothing about the shared trait of working for a charity that makes someone embezzle money, hence it's a spurious association. However, if, in the hypothetical, John had been friends with Jane and then continued to be such after said theft came to light and she showed no remorse for her actions, it would be entirely fair to judge John's morality on that basis, since it shows us what John will tolerate in the people he chooses to surround himself with.
And here is where you are wrong about this, because this is what you use against Rachel, okay? Oh my God, what was his name? Rationality Rules, I think was his name. He apologized. He took a step back. He listened to people. He had discussions with people. And he openly, publicly apologized for what he did. And he recognized how he was wrong. He said where he was wrong. And moving forward, he continued to say where he was wrong and has grown from it. So explain to me how that works against Rachel. When she said from the very beginning, I know he was wrong, but I don't think he's transphobic. But that wasn't good enough for you, Ethel. You wanted him put on the cross in front of everybody and nobody would do it. Nobody would do it. And you got pissed off. And Rachel, you saw Rachel as an easy target. Because let's be honest, I would think Rachel would be an easy target. She's a really, really nice girl. You can tell she's a nice girl. You can tell that she's not bout it. You know what I mean? So she was an easy target for you. Oh my God, you're such a piece of shit.
It should make us question what his own values are. There are things that should be deal breakers when it comes to friendship and support. Yes, we can disagree on things like pizza toppings, but when it comes to bigotry, abuse, and exploitation, that's not something we should tolerate in the people around us, much less defend, or worse, promote them for. Sadly, the society we live in is very much opposed to the idea that your chosen associations reflect upon you, and a large part of the reason why is rape culture, particularly in Hollywood. Friends are—
Okay, look, alright, plain and simple, alright? I'll tell y'all now. And anybody who tells you they don't do this, they're fucking lying to you. And this is anybody, real life or the internet. Anybody tells you they don't do this in one fashion, form, or another, they're lying to you. Okay? I can tell you now, I do guilt by association, but I don't do it in the sense of calling out. 328 crash for 5. Okay, I can read this one. I got an insomnia treatment prescription from my doctor last week. It was just a piece of paper with a link to Ethel's channel. Better than melatonin. You are not wrong. Thank you for the 5. You are not wrong. You are not wrong. Okay, what was I saying? Okay, so let's see, how do I put it? Okay, like doxing, right? I don't like doxers. I do not like doxers at all. Alright? Do I know people that will hang out with a doxer? Yeah. But I'm not going to sit here and call them out for hanging out with that person. I just don't hang out with them. I don't go on their platforms, or I don't, I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to sit here and go, well, you hang out with an doxer. No. I just step back and do my own thing. You know? She's literally saying that Rachel is like a terrorist type person towards trans people because she stood up for her friend saying, I know he did wrong, but I don't think he's transphobic. This is why Ethel has been going on about Rachel Oates for 5 years. 5 years! You know? Good God.
Rapists are among the first and loudest to cry.
Wait, two things can be true at once. Hope, I don't know what that has to do with this. You're going to have to explain that one. Because I'm not picking up what you're putting down. And you could be right, but I don't understand what... I mean, I know what that statement means, but I don't understand how that statement goes with this. You're going to have to explain that one to me, Hope. EoT, in my opinion, is a stalker. Yes, I think that EoT has stalker-like tendencies when it comes to the internet. 100%. Meaning he could have been wrong and he wasn't. Oh, okay. Yes. Hope, you are right then. Yes. He could have been wrong, but he wasn't transphobic. Yes. 100%. Yes. Yes. Then your statement does stand. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Because I wasn't picking it up. So I need you to explain it to me. But thank you for explaining it. Hey, what's up, Zoe? So, but yeah, but that's the whole reason why. It's ridiculous.
By guilt by association when they're criticized for their continued friendship with outed rapists. Said friendship can take many forms. Some attack the rapist victims, others downplay said atrocities, whilst most simply pretend like it never happened, and that this is the first they're hearing about it, effectively feigning ignorance to wash their hands of the matter. Whichever sort of friend they are, you can rest assured that cries of guilt by association are never far away, ready to be reached for the moment they're scrutinized for their actions in who they choose to associate with. And the key word is choice. Relationships are not passive entities, they are actively maintained by all participants. Sadly, the people making these arguments have been...
No, we are not comparing Ethel to Creepshow Art. We are not comparing Ethel to Creepshow Art. We are not doing that today. What's up, Meaden? Or Medin? Is it Medin or Meaden? Which one is it? Welcome back. But we are not comparing... No, Creepshow Art... I think Creepshow Art was a little worse. Because Creepshow Art, it wasn't just the internet. It was IRL also. So... I don't think... I think it's a bit worse with Creepshow Art. So... Yes, I saw Oz's video. I kind of went over it. It was very sad at the end. I will say that. Okay. All right. Because Mater, you just scared me with that. F, or is it just me? Okay.
Very successful in normalizing such narratives, in large part due to how they've been enabled by wider society. It's a sad fact that many victims of rape come to realize over time that the vast majority of people are more uncomfortable with the idea that they've consumed and enjoyed a rape apologist media than they are harming a rape victim by ignoring or even silencing said victim.
Oh my
that they'd rather
God.
deny the harm caused by said rape, thus adding to it, just so they can continue consuming, never applying any real thought or critical lens.
Okay. Dear God, I'm done. All right. Stephen Woodford, that's Rationality Rules. Why? Okay, here we go.
Starting with Stephen Woodford of Rationality Rules. If you've watched the previous videos in the series, feel free to skip ahead. You might also want to skip the next chapter, as we'll be recapping what we previously discussed regarding Thomas Westbrook of Holy Kool-Aid. If you find yourself wanting specific details or evidence, again, check the...
Okay, I'm skipping this part because that's everything I just yelled about. All right. Thomas Westbrook, I don't know that one, I don't think. All right, let's go this one.
Moving on to Westbrook, he has a history of victim blaming and gaslighting victims of sexual abuse. As shown in the video regarding Levi's emails, Westbrook promoted the Catholic Church's false memory myth to attack the dozens of women who had come forward, independently, to shine light on the ways in which Lawrence Krauss had sexually harassed them. Westbrook also presented the facts that some said women had been targeted by literal fascists over the years, turned into ableist and misogynist memes.
The main story is from 12 years ago, and the source is Melody Hensley, who, literally known as professional victim, is the face in the triggered meme. Okay.
That mocked their trauma to argue that their testimonies could be rejected out of hand. Of course, it makes sense for Westbrook to defend Lawrence Krauss for the same reason that it makes sense for Lawrence Krauss to have defended Jeffrey Epstein in 2011, years after said child trafficking monster had confessed to raping a 14-year-old child. Abusers defend abusers, always have, always will. That's why it didn't surprise me when, as shown in our fourth video, Oates defended Westbrook over the whole Field situation, going so far as to lie about what I said repeatedly. Jonathan Friedel was one of Woodford's more militant supporters who had declared himself more than transphobic in response to my original response to Woodford. You know, the incredibly tame who had declared...
I am now more than transphobic, and a few others in this post are solely responsible. I will make sure everyone I know does not support the trans community. Thank you, and the other posters here. This was case before this thread. Alright, hold on. If your opinion on the other trans people is harmed by trans people you don't like, you're transphobic, and you should expect to be called out. Hold on, this is other bullshit. This tells me that without the evidence to actually make... I need to see this whole thread. Actually make up your mind about the trans community. Single antidote is not enough. I don't hate full communities. You're now using it as an excuse to do so. Is it me or is he being sarcastic? Wait a minute, is he being sarcastic? Because if you look at what the first person said, if your opinion of other trans people is harmed by trans people you don't like, you're transphobic and you should expect to be called out. It looks like he's being sarcastic. Like, literally, this looks like something Augie would say. Remember that argument that Augie had with Keffels? And Keffels tried to pull that bullshit on Augie, and Augie was like, yeah, I am, and? Yeah, I am, and just completely shut her down instead of freaking out and going, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. He didn't freak out. He leaned into it, go, yeah, I am, and? That's what it looks like this guy's doing. Yeah, it looks like it's sarcastic. Now, granted, I don't know him, and I haven't seen this entire thread, because I feel like the thread gives the context of him saying that. Okay, hold on a second. Wait a minute. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a screenshot of this and I'm going to look into that one. I'm going to look into it later. I'm not going to do it now. Okay. All right, I'm gonna look into that one later because I want to read that whole thread, and then when I find it, we'll go over it. But I wanna look into that whole thread because I feel like that is a sarcastic statement. Okay, let's keep going.
Declared himself more than transphobic in response to my original response to Woodford. You know, the incredibly tame one that left the door open for Woodford to fix things. That video. Friedel proceeded to target and abuse me personally, creating burner accounts and even following me onto other social media platforms as I continue to block his bigoted ass. Yet, rather than deny that said abuse had ever taken place or that Friedel had targeted me explicitly because I was trans, Westbrook instead chose to dub said trans music abuse as part of a quote undercover job interview.
Not really. He isn't a content creator. He's not shouting hateful things to a crowd of thousands. If he uses his Twitter account to occasionally pose as the other side of sort of undercover job interview to gauge reactions of a handful of people, what's wrong with that? Judging the entire group by one member's action is an unreasonable position. What I'm saying is that it's not his position. Oh God, it had to be completely tiring to be in this community. Holy fuck. I honestly have no idea how this is reasonable defense. I see this context and it's kind of making it worse. One trans was nice to him. He's going to be held against all trans people. It's embarrassing. He feels comfortable. I know personally taking one tweet without context. Okay, wait. Nope, he's a hateful man. They say actually so Thomas Westbrook says actually he really isn't. I know him personally. You're taking one tweet without context to character assassinate. He made it hyperbolically to make a point about EoT's behavior and gauge reaction. And he even deleted it and said it doesn't represent his views towards trans people. It's really dangerous to make sweeping statement about anyone based on one tweet, especially without the bigger picture, context, or tone. Do you even know anything about him aside from this one tweet, or are you just being quick to paint strangers as hateful people? Bruh. It kind of does feel like a nothing burger. This is back in 2019. Ethel, it's been 5 years, bro. Come on.
End quote, to see whether or not trans people were worthy of patronage. I naturally responded by pointing out that such abuse is not part of my job description as a trans YouTuber, nor should I be treated as such. I explained how, if Elon and Westbrook continued to target other trans people as they had done me, they'd eventually target someone who lacked my support structure, forcing them to take their own life, murdering them via suicide. Which is when Oates jumped in to claim that
Wait, what? What? Wait a minute.
I explained how, if Elon and Westbrook continued to target other trans people as they had done me, they'd eventually target someone who lacked my support structure, forcing them to take their own life, murdering them via suicide.
Okay, wait a minute. Oh my God. See, this is why Ethel pisses me off so much. Because she literally... Oh, what's the word I'm trying to use? She literally weaponizes not only her mental health, her background of things that's happened to her being trans, but she weaponizes everyone else's mental health, everyone else's trauma, and everyone else the fact that they are trans. Literally. Her and Keppels are actually very close. You know, Ethel, wait a minute, Ethel, you got anything to say about, Keppels? Do you have anything to say about Keppels? I would love to know if you have anything to say about Keppels, who got caught red-handed. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there.
Which is when Oates jumped in to claim that I personally threatened self-harm and suicide, in spite of me going out on my way to repeatedly state the exact opposite. As shown in the last video, she even quoted me, very explicitly telling people that I was not at risk of self-harm and suicide, right before going on to declare that me doing so was threatening self-harm. She ran with this idea, presenting me standing up for the lives of my fellow trans siblings as the actions of a domestic abuser who threatens self-harm when facing accountability, going so far as to reference me in a video about abusive girlfriends. That's how hard Oates went in on her defense of Westbrook's normalization of transmissive abuse and harassment. This is something I didn't really stress so much in the previous video, as the focus was mostly on the hypocrisy of what Oates did next, but it's important to point out how, every time she lied about me having threatened self-harm, in spite of me repeatedly stating the opposite.
Do you not understand how you come across in your videos? Like, when you did your video about Scove, why did we have to know about your broken foot? And I'm glad that you actually said this part because you showed the reason why you said what you said to Scove. But why did we have to hear about the money problems you were having with your partner's job? And then you turned around and tried to extort Scove. Like, what? Do you not realize you make yourself the victim? Like, why did we have to hear about what tragically happened to you as a child? Why did we have to hear about that? That had nothing to do with the subject whatsoever. You literally paint yourself a victim in every single fucking video that you do. And it's gross. It's gross.
She was doing so to defend Thomas Westbrook, and, by extension, the actions of Jonathan Friedel. She was doing so to defend direct abuse targeted at a trans person explicitly because they were trans. This wasn't party acknowledgement between acquaintances, this was full-on support for Westbrook. It's therefore unsurprising that Rachel Oates would go on to personally thank and promote Westbrook in her What Happened to Me video, but I find her—
I wish I was an artist. Crash for 2. I bet money Ethel donated to Keppel's GoFundMe. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it.
defending Westbrook by lying about what I'd said to be a much more compelling argument. You can also say the same regarding Woodford and Oates' entire part in the events of 2019. None of this was passive. It was a choice Oates made. Speaking of choices, that brings us rather nicely to Oates' promotion of Rosa Dawn. Rosa Dawn is a far-right token trans person in the UK, kind of a Blair White wannabe, with a history of cheering on violence against the trans community. One example is the way in which Dawn celebrated the repeal of billet competence, a UK medical standard first introduced to ensure that teenage girls could access contraception without parental oversight, so long as they could demonstrate an understanding of medications, a standard which went on to be applied to all medical treatments, including puberty blockers. Dawn also defended cis-lesbian and self-confessed serial rapist Lily Cade after the BBC was dragged for presenting Cade as an authority on women's safety as part of a coordinated effort to paint trans women as inherently predatory. It's therefore not surprising that, in 2019, Rosa Dawn rushed to Oates' side in order to help her demonize me, whilst using her tokenage to prove that Oates can't possibly be an anti-trans bigot. A move that Oates responded to by, once again, personally thanking Rosa Dawn, promoting her in Oates' What Happened to Me video. Yet the love didn't end there, with Rachel Oates going on to include Rosa Dawn in her video, 5 Women You Should Be Watching on YouTube, published on the 12th of February 2020, in which she presented Rosa Dawn.
Oh my god, there's creep show art! We cannot get away from creep show art. Lord have mercy, we can't get away from creep show art. We can't. We had to hear it with the Prentick story. Now we're having to see creep show art here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so she had a bad take on somebody?
As a feminist icon. You know, the person who went on to celebrate the erosion of reproductive rights in the UK and defended a serial rapist. That Rosa Dawn? That's what seemingly passes for a feminist in Oates.
See, here's the problem. I don't know enough about this Rosa Dawn, and I can't take Essence of Thoughts, I can't take her serious enough to believe what she's saying. Okay, Naruto says, Rachel apologized for interacting with Rosa Dawn and severed all contact with her years before the Lily K BBC incident. Okay, thank you. Thank you for telling me that, because I know nothing about it. Rosa Dawn was an anti-non-binary people, but also she stopped making videos 2 years ago. Huh. Okay. So, if Rachel Oates disavowed her before the Lily K stuff even happened, then why are we bringing that up now? Okay, I don't care, because I can't take anything Essence of Thought says seriously. Who is this person?
Returning to the post in which Oates was warned about Dawn's anti-trans bigotry, we see a reply by one Sarah Michel. Sarah Michel was, of course, Woodford's token trans person, being the single trans person who supported his calls to strip trans women or 6 fundamental.
I know who Sarah Michel is. Sarah Michel was the trans woman, not women, she's not more than one person, trans woman, who was in Rationality's Rules video. Oh yeah, she's the token trans woman, token, air quotes, trans woman, because she was sticking up for Rationality Rules. Alright, so I don't care what she got to say about that one. No, let's hear it.
Mental human rights. Michel is another far-right token, someone who...
Toots McGee, LMAO, I got Sarah Michelle mixed up with the woman who saw... Okay, thank you, Toots McGee, for being a member 23 months. Pickleton for 18 months. Hi, Xylie, I hope Pumpkin and company are well. They are well. Thank you, Pickleton. Thank you for being a member for 18 months. Okay, yeah, so basically, Sarah Michelle here is basically a token because she doesn't agree with Essence of Thought. Lampecia for $4.99. She trivializes all these actual issues because she can't stop inserting herself as the tragic main character with her petty little grievances. Oh my god, 100%. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
You tried to make it big by defending hate speech as free speech, quite literally declaring hate speech as an essential part of democracy, telling her audience that, quote, we must defend it at all costs, end quote. Hate speech refers to speech that is intended or likely to incite violence.
Michael for 5. If Ethel really wanted to move on, she should be keeping Rachel's name out of her mouth and stop lying on her name and adding Vangelina in the mix. I agree. 100%. Thank you for the 5.
Violence on the basis of a protected characteristic, with said characteristics in the UK being disability, ethnicity, gender reassignment, nationality, religion, sex, or sexual orientation. This includes both direct calls to violence, such as lynching, as well as the promotion of harmful stereotypes which are likely to result in said violence, such as a claim that gay people are more likely to be child predators. To give an example, in 2010, a group of men from Derby distributed a series of leaflets, including one titled Death Penalty, that showed an image of a wooden art mannequin hanging from a noose accompanied by references to gay people. This was an example of direct incitement of violence towards gay people, and was subsequently reported, leading to the...
What does... Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know how much of this we can do. I don't know how much longer we can do this.
3 men responsible being found guilty in 2012, making them the first people convicted in the UK for hate speech on the basis of sexuality. That is what hate speech refers to. So when Michelle says she supports hate speech, she isn't talking about some nebulous right to be an asshole. She's talking about active steps to encourage violence against a marginalized group.
That is
this tells
not...
you the sort of person she...
Oh my god! I know! Oh my god! Oh my... What is the name of that video? Nah, we ain't doing this today. Hold on. What was it? Alright, hold on. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Alright, so. She says in her description, in this video, I give my reasons why I oppose hate speech legislation and why I believe freedom of speech is such a fundamental right to a secular free democracy that we defend at all costs. Thank you for being a member for 11 months. I'm trying. Okay.
There is such thing as hate speech. To say there isn't is, quite frankly, moronic. The debate is not whether there is such thing or there isn't, but whether hate speech should or shouldn't be criminalized. Now, to put any doubt of that to rest, let's just have a look at the following examples. You might say that all of these sentences are hateful, and I would agree with you. I think all of them could be considered hateful speech. Probably the worst offender of all here is number 6. Number 6, depending on the situation, could be considered incitement, and the person who said it could be jailed for it, rightly so. But it so happens that this sentence was said in a movie. That is a line from Full Metal Jacket, one of my favorite movies.
All fucking niggers must fucking hang.
Oh my god!
Is the intent
Bro, was not expecting that.
of this piece of art, of this movie, to be racist? Not against black people. It's a movie about the Vietnam War, and there are also a lot of racist epithets and slurs about Vietnamese people. And a lot of Vietnamese people were killed, so was the intent to incite hatred against Vietnamese? Not really, it doesn't seem so, because it's a movie about a war that actually existed, so... The point here is not to incite hatred, it's simply to show how things were back in the Vietnam War on an American perspective. So of course there'll be a lot of Vietnamese being killed, there are also a lot of Americans being killed, because that's what happened in the war. So it doesn't seem to be the case that the movie incites hatred against Vietnamese, but the movie does have a lot of racist language.
There is no racial bigotry here. I do not look down on niggers, dyke, wops, or...
Dear God, I shouldn't have clicked this. Okay, hold on. Let's get past it. Let's get past it.
Trying to overly protect disadvantaged minorities. And that's why I abhor hate speech legislation, despite being a member of several minorities myself. I mean, I am an immigrant from Latin America living in Australia. I am part of the LGBTQI plus asterisk community. I am an atheist, so I'm part of several minorities, and I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people out there who maybe don't hate me yet, but as soon as they find out who I am and they know what I'm all about and they know what I stand for, they probably will hate me, and I can't do anything about it. And I really don't want the state to tell these people that they can't hate me, because when you're talking about hate speech, the bottom line here, what the state is doing is telling people that they shouldn't hate certain groups, because these groups have been historically marginalized or etc. They are not allowed to be hated, and that is absurd. That is a gross offense to the values of a secular, free state. Now, you might argue that I'm misrepresenting here hate speech legislation. The hate speech legislation is not about telling people who they can or they cannot hate, but hate speech legislation is about inciting hatred. Inciting hatred is the same as saying that you hate. It's the same as expressing your feelings of hatred towards a group of people. And I agree with John Stuart
Okay, wait.
Mill in his work in Liberty that restricting the expression of a thought, of an idea, is the same as restricting that idea itself. What is the...
Okay, so what? Okay. I'm gonna have to go back and watch this video. Hold on. Watch later. Alright. Oh, wait. Did I save it? Yeah, I saved it. Alright. I'm gonna have to go back and watch this video. Because from what I'm picking up from what she's not saying it's okay to incite violence, but it can become a slippery slope when you start regulating what people can and can't say. You know what I mean? And the way Essence of Thought acts, everybody should go by her rules and her rules only. I mean, I'm not discussing it on my channel, but I'm gonna watch it for my own.
An asshole, she's talking about active steps to encourage violence against a marginalized group. This tells you the sort of person she was before we get to anything she did in 2019. Though she didn't just support Woodford in his calls to strip trans women or 6 fundamental human rights.
Again, it boils down to Woodford.
Also went out of her way to attack my very existence as a trans person. In a thread started by Noel Plum, the two of them attacked my appearance, butchered my name as Pethel and Epita, before Michel finished by very explicitly stating that my existence as a non-binary person sickened her. This was a horrific display, not just of general transmisia, but specifically embimisia. This was pure cruelty. Yet, it was
Ethel. How are you existing on the internet? How are you existing on the internet? Like, shut it off. I have no idea what that word is. Okay, hold on.
transmisia, but specifically embimisia.
Okay. All right, class. Let's look this word up. Embimisia. What is Oh, it's MB. Okay, MB. It's EM. Okay, hold on. Wait, what? Oh, okay, embimisia is just well, what is that? I don't even know what that means. Okay, here we go. All right, so what's embiphobia? So embiphobia is definition. Jesus Christ, can I get a definition? Is it hard to get a definition? All right, here we go. Fear, dislike, or hatred of non-binary people and or of non-binariness. Okay. So the misia means you want to take like violent actions toward. Ethel, ma'am, I need you to take several fucking seats because you are getting ridiculous. Nobody was calling for the violence of non-binary people. What in the hell are we watching? NB, non-binary. Oh, then adphobia is another one that, okay. Thank you, Akira. I appreciate, I've never heard of that word before. I have never heard that word before. I literally learned something new today. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. So now that I know what that word is, nobody is calling for the violence of non-binary people. Ethel, they are saying you are full of shit. Oh, wait. It's not going to do it right now. All right, hold on. Pause. Ethel, they're saying you're full of shit. And they don't like you. So you know what they were being? They were being mean girls. That's what they were doing. They were being mean girls. Because they don't like you. Because you're not a likable person. Like, there is no way somebody can actually like you. Like, what? It's literally, they were being mean girls. Oh my God, get off the internet. Just fucking get off the internet.
Sickened her. This was a horrific display, not just of general transmisia, but specifically embimisia. This was pure cruelty. Yet, it was after said public display that Rachel Oates chose to promote her.
I don't care what Ethel... See, here's the difference between me and Rachel Oates. I don't care what Ethel says about me. I don't care. Try to say I'm transphobic. I dare you. I dare you to try to say I'm transphobic. I dare you. You're not going to find it anywhere on my Twitter or anywhere on my channel. I am not transphobic. Try. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit what she tries to call me. I really don't. I am the last person to care. Thank you, Paige. Thank you, Paige. Thank you, Paige Pie. Oh, God. See, at least I know I have some tokens, okay? God. Oh, God. You know, the simple fact that you even felt like you had to type that, which I know was a joke, right? But the simple fact that you had the need to type that because of what Ethel says in her dumbass videos is just astonishing. You know, it's astonishing. Good God almighty.
Chose to tell her own audience to go and subscribe to Michelle, someone who had publicly attacked my right to exist as a non-binary person.
Takashi's like, actually, Xylie, you went after Keppel, so that makes you transphobic. No, it does not. Alright. 328 Karash for 5. I bet Ethel became a content creator because she thought someone said she was artistic, not realizing she misheard. She misheard them. 328, are you Teddy? Because you're doing a lot of... You have Teddy-like tendencies in your super chat. Are you Teddy? Because if not, then my God, we have another Teddy on our hand. Because you give super chats just like Teddy. Amber Chick, for 33 months. Listen, okay, my monetization is already gone because I went to that one video, so fuck it. This bitch has been with me for 33 months. Can you believe? Hello, ma'am. Coming to show you my love to your mean ass. With the 5 loving middle fingers. Thank you very much. Thank you, Miss Amber. I need therapy. Amber, I'm going to need therapy after this. But you know what? After this, at 2:30, I get to play a vampire, and I'm just going to make sure to, you know, do bad things as a vampire. I got a D&D session afterwards. We don't need another Teddy. Teddy's already trying to start a witch hunt with me. I bet he is. I bet he is, Gaming Witch. Amber Chick, I will hide you. I don't give a shit. Call me a nerd. Yes, I'm a nerd. And I'm playing Vampire the Masquerade. It's my first time ever playing it. My character, she's a badass character, let me tell you. Okay? My character's a badass character. And I'm playing with Beckett, my bestie, of course. I'm playing with Beckett. And I don't know if the other two people want to be named. And FPS Diesel. So. Thank you, Amber. No, I am not playing a Malkavian. However, QTV, Malkavians, I can never say that name right. Malkavians are actually my favorite vampires out of Vampire Masquerade. And I love their symbol with the mirror that's broken. I love Malkavians. But no, I'm not playing a Malkavian. I am playing a gangrel. I'm playing a gangrel. Yeah, I think, God, like this video is so bad. We're talking about Vampire the Masquerade. How sad is that? I will say, if I like this, like doing this one, because it's not going to just be one session. It's going to be like a campaign. If we end up doing it again, I think I might go for a Malkavian next time, though. So, well, I'm not LARPing. I'm not getting dressed up. It's over the internet, okay? It's in a Discord call, okay? But, yeah. It's really not... I had fun playing with... Because we did a Call of Cthulhu game, like a month ago. It was really fun. Beckett's a really good dungeon master. Beckett's really good. FPS Diesel's really good, too. So... 328 crashed for 2. Teddy was sick. So the union sent me. Okay, well, tell the union thank you. I'm all down for the union. I do pay my dues to the union. So, thank you. I hope Teddy's feeling better. Please tell the union to tell Teddy that I hope he feels better. Okay. All right. So, back to the subject at hand. Back to the subject at hand. All right. So, let's go back to this crazy-ass video.
This would lead Michelle to stick around, bringing us back to the way in which she defended Oates' budding friendship with Dawn, attacking people who tried to reach out and warn Oates due to said people assuming that Oates simply didn't know. And Oates did nothing to put an end to said behavior. Rather, she continued to promote Michelle, with a link to her channel remaining on her video until Oates privated the entire thing as I began publishing the series. Again, this wasn't passive. To me, as the person directly targeted, this was active support and promotion for Sarah.
You know what? In the early days, I would have been scared of Ethel. I would have been scared of Ethel. I will say this, and if you know, you know, because I'm not going to get into it, all right? If you know, you know. But what 2022 and 2023 taught me, if you fuck up, say you fucked up, but at the same time, know when to stick your middle finger up in the air and say, fuck you, I'm going to keep doing me. You know? And I know if Ethel would have came after me before 2024, I probably would have been worked up about it. But now, no. No, I wouldn't give a fuck. I would not care. If anything, I would rake in the views on trolling her back. So, hey, Nani, what's up? It's okay, Nani, you're not missing much. Believe me, you're not missing much. I promise you. Ethel's bullying someone who is intensely sensitive about hatred and confrontation, and for nothing. Yes, synthetic teapot, 100%. Hey, can y'all give me a chance? I want to go get some ice and some more drink, so I will be right back. So I'm going to let y'all look at this real quick. So, I mean, like, watch Ethel. Or, I'm not playing it. You just see her face. her cartoon face. So, hold on 1 second. Wait, where's the scoop? Where did the scoop go? Bruh. Bruh. Where did this... Oh, right there. I'm just gonna bring 2 liter with me. You know, we got Skip that mount from drinking the Diet Mountain Dew. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna lay off Diet Mountain Dew now for a while. But you know, I feel like after this video, I'm going to go buy me some Diet Mountain Dew. Because this is ridiculous. So. No, I was looking for the scoop, not the stove. I know where the stove is. Alright, here we go. We're going back to it.
Michelle and her actions, including her treatment of me and other non-binary people. Of course, Michelle wasn't alone in the post in which she attacked my very right to exist. She was doing so with the support of Noel Plum, the person who appeared in Woodford's corrected video as his bargain bin replacement for Joe Rogan. As well as partaking in the embimisia previously discussed, Plum also attempted to argue that I, as a non-binary person, do not face systemic discrimination or anti-trans violence, stating that, quote, when Pethel walks out the front door, no worries about being assaulted, end quote. This is a display of pure incredulity. Just because Plum...
They were being mean girls! Why are you... Oh my god, you're... Oh god, you're so sensitive. Oh, I can't. Okay, what are we talking about next? Wait, who is... Okay, we're talking about Noel Plum now, so I don't even know who that is.
Is ignorant of the struggles of non-binary people. He presents that ignorance as evidence that such violence doesn't take place. Plum's words remind me of when people say that bisexual folk, being half straight, must face less violence than gay people. The reality, meanwhile, is that bisexual people, particularly bisexual women, have the highest rates of intimate partner and sexual violence victimization of any sexuality. Our experience as bisexual people is not merely watered-down homophobia, it is a very specific, very unique form of violence. The same is also true with regards to being non-binary. To give one example I talked about on the channel before, I've had guards with assault rifles yell at me because I'm non-binary and try to appear androgynous. Every fucking subway, mall, and cinema in India has security similar to that found in airports in the West. You literally put any bags you have through an x-ray machine before stepping through a metal detector, and sadly, those lines are gendered, and there is no line for non-binary people. Now, I prefer to use the women's line, but don't have a trans certificate because I haven't legally changed the gender marker on my UK passport, which would allow me to apply for one. Why? Because I don't know how doing so would impact both my marriage to Aditya and subsequent spousal visa, since India does not recognize same-gender marriages.
Then why are y'all in India? Why are you in India? And, I mean, go live wherever you want to go live. I'm not saying you shouldn't live there, but I mean, then why go to India? I mean, what?
So, if I change my gender marker to one I'm more comfortable with, I risk being separated from the woman I love. So really, I have no choice but to use a male line every fucking time. Yet, due to my androgynous appearance and due to being a white foreigner, some men staffing the men's queue think I'm a foreign woman who simply doesn't realize that I should be in the women's line. Now, far from being flattering, it is fucking terrifying when a security guard with a rifle slung on his back starts barking orders at you in Hindi, leading you to freeze, fully aware as his equally armed friend is taking an interest in you from behind the bomb screen. This shit got so bad that I stopped traveling via the metro in 2018, only booking taxis, which cost at least 10 times as much, limiting how much I, as a non-binary person, could afford to go out.
I hate this video. Okay. Yeah, I don't All right. You know what? We're moving on. We're moving on. We're just moving on. All right. Who is this next person?
A last minute entry into this video is Navadia. I hadn't previously intended to cover her, but she's been making such a racket on Reddit, effectively running a defense for Oates after she was banned from various subreddits
Oh, what
cover
Reddit?
her, but she's been making such a
r/YouTube drama. We can't get away from r/YouTube drama. Oh my god. We can't get away from them either. Holy shit. No. Okay. What is Nervardia is saying? There was a video posted by EoT regarding Evangelina Scove, and of course, Rachel Oates' name is going to come up. First of all, for full disclosure, I am Rachel Oates' friend, but this was initially going down. I've only watched her videos and occasionally interact with her on Twitter. I was, however, involved in this shit show. Oh. So, long story short, Rachel's friend and colleague, Rationality Rules, blah, blah, blah. Rachel, but she did. Okay, so it's about the situation that happened. Okay. And?
A racket on Reddit, effectively running a defense for Oates after she was banned from various subreddits for harassing their members into deleting any post remotely critical of her. Navadia has taken to presenting herself as a neutral party, which couldn't be further from the truth, as shown in the previous video, in how Navadia effectively signed off on the following racist and transmissive
Well, I can tell you now, I'm not a neutral party at all. I'm not a neutral party at all. Absolutely not. 5 years you've been going after Rachel Oates. Crash for 5. One more sticker on their victim card and they get a free small sundae. And they get a free small sundae. Thank you, Crash, for the 5. You almost got me. You almost got me, Crash. Oh my god. I don't know, Crash. I'm kind of liking you more than Teddy. I will say that. I'm kind of liking you more than Teddy. I forgot to mention, Ethel made a video asking if leftist creators should hide their Patreon earnings. No, they shouldn't hide their Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this here is the extreme left that I complain about. This here, this whole channel, is the extreme left that I complain about. Okay, no, Muldoon. No, I am not tossing Teddy to the side. I have a love for Teddy, okay? I love Teddy. Hello, Teddy did one of my thumbnails on my channel. Thank you very much, okay? I am not tossing Teddy off to the side, okay? Teddy is the homie. Rezzy, bro, essence of thought is utter cancer. 100%. And I have been bitching about her now for 1 hour and 23 minutes. And I cannot get through this video. I have talked about playing Vampire the Masquerade with Beckett. I have gotten up and gotten ice and a drink. I have yelled at Pumpkin. I have done everything I could do but watch this video because Ethel sucks. Sucks, I tell you. Ugh. I'm telling you, if I remember, I should go back. This is a threat, okay? I'm going to do a threat. Y'all talk about how I threaten my audience, okay? This is a threat. I'm going to go back and I'm going to find out who in the chat told me about this video, and I'm going to hide them. I'm going to time them out for 24 fucking hours. That way the next time I go live, they can't type in the chat. Only because I am going through this hell of watching this video. And you know what? Because I have to go through this hell, y'all have to go through this hell too. Okay? I'm just letting y'all know now. If I have to suffer, you motherfuckers have to suffer too. I'm just saying. Moon said, I did it. Xylie punished me. I'm not going to punish you. I'm not going to punish you. It's all right. Listen, the way I look at it, y'all are suffering with me, so. Okay, let's keep going. So, friend of Rachel Oates wrote in r/YouTube drama, cancer of Reddit. All right, let's go.
Shit show.
Essence of thought, you are scum. And if you continue to use my country's freedom of speech to harass people, I will make sure your country comes after you. Because that's right, I know that your country doesn't have the same level of freedom of speech as mine. And I'm sick of people just going, oh.
Oh my God, what the hell is this? Hold on. We have a new boss entered the battle.
Racist and transmissive shit show.
Essence of thought, you are scum. And if you continue to use my country's freedom of speech to harass people, I will make sure your country comes after you. Because that's right, I know that your country doesn't have the same level of freedom of speech as mine. And I'm sick of people just going, oh, I have freedom of speech, and then saying whatever the fuck they want and then not taking accountability for their actions. So, because I know you are from India, Peter, I would like to read you some selections from your country's, penal code.
Okay. God. Oh, God, these people suck! Okay. Listen. Listen. We don't have to go snitching on people. Alright? And I believe they just dead named Ethel. I believe they just dead named Ethel. We're not about to do that either. Okay? Bro. Come on. Oh my God. Okay, let's go.
I believe it's part of. Section 153A criminalizes promoting enmity between different groups on grounds of religion, race, place of birth, residence, language, etc., and doing acts prejudicial to maintenance of harmony by words either spoken or written, or by signs, or by visual representations, or otherwise. That means the things that you have been doing, Essence of Thought, or Peter, or Ethel, whatever name you want to go by, I don't care. The things you have been doing, where you have been trying to claim that people are violent transphobes with no evidence, where you've been driving people to the point of self-harm, stuff like that, that stuff violates your penal code for the country you choose to live in.
Okay, listen. Okay, all right. Where I don't condone this. I don't condone going to snitching. All right, I don't condone it. However, Ethel, when you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And it only takes one person to play the same game you play back at you. And that is what's happening. That is exactly what's happening. So where I do not condone it, it's almost like when Andrew Tate got deplatformed, right? I was against it. I'm not for it. But I wasn't sitting here with a picket sign going, give Andrew Tate everything back. No, I'm not going to. Same thing with Mr. Girl. I didn't condone it. However, I wasn't going to picket for him and go across platforms and go, no, you shouldn't do that to Mr. Girl. He should be. No. Because you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. So, ladies and gentlemen, a new boss has entered the Thunderdome. Okay? And now, somebody is fighting back Ethel with Ethel tactics. Where I don't condone it, I get it. I get it. You know? Yeah, it's messy. It's messy. But you know what? The way Ethel's been going at Rachel Oates for 5 fucking years, I get it. You know? I get it.
And I'm going to advise you now that you discontinue such acts, because from now on, I will be reporting them to your government. I am done playing kid games with your stupid little shit, okay? You choose to live in India, so you don't get to choose my country's freedom of speech rights, because you choose to live in a country that doesn't have those rights. Okay? Another thing, deliberate and malicious acts intended to outrage religious feelings of any class, or the deliberate intention of wounding the religious feelings of another person, stuff like that. That's all stuff that's in your country's laws. So,
Ooh.
I'm going to tell you now. These are things that I'm going to be speaking to your country about from now on when you decide to harass somebody to the point that they want to mutilate themselves, when you want to try and whip people up into a religious fervor over comments that don't even exist.
I mean, true, that is what Ethel does. That is exactly what Ethel does. Everything is violent. Everything, you can call Ethel a piece of shit, and then all of a sudden, you're committing transmisia. Violence towards trans people. Because you called Ethel a piece of shit. When in fact, Ethel is a piece of shit. I mean, honestly, at this point, you're just stating facts. Let's be honest. Hello, Platinum. Yeah, transmisia. It's, I did not learn that term until Ethel, Essence of Thought. It means, like, inciting violence towards trans people. Something like that. So.
When you try and ostracize people from the atheist community because they don't meet your requirements of how outraged they should be, guess what? I'm now at your level of outrage over you.
Ooh!
Because you have caused...
What I tell y'all? She been playing these dumbass games for 5 fucking years, and somebody decided, you know what? I'll start playing your game against you. I will start using your tactics against you. I told you, she done fucking said it right here.
outraged they should be. Guess what? I'm now at your level of outrage over you. Because you have caused so much shit. I'm done.
See the previous video for a detailed breakdown of everything that is wrong here. Though, returning to Nevadia, she was not only in the comments cheering on police violence called for by a white person who clearly thought I was Indian, she actually went out of her way to suggest that they work together in targeting my Patreon. This was an explicit appeal to cut off my primary source of income as a trans person, and the post was rightfully called out in the previous video in the mainline series, which went out on the 16th of December, 2023. And yet, rather than distancing herself from said calls to violence, Rachel Oates has continued to be open friends with and even promote Nevadia, thanking her for a piece of jewelry she wore in a video published on the 2nd of March, 2024, more than 2 months after.
Wow. Y'all have gone so far as to mark Rachel Oates as being bad for trans people. Holy shit. I need somebody to look at my name. I hope I'm not marked red. I don't know. After couple shit and this shit, I might be. Fuck it. I know better. Go ahead and try to prove it. Go ahead and try to prove I'm transphobic. You're not gonna fucking find it. I don't give a fuck.
A previous video went out detailing what I've just shown you. A video which, again, Oates filed a defamation claim against, meaning she had to watch it in its entirety, including the aforementioned section. Oates knows full well what Nevadia did, yet is comfortable continuing to promote her as her quote-unquote
Thank you, Guac. Let's go. Just leave me alone. Let's go.
wonderful friend. Let's start to acknowledge how, throughout everything from 2019 to 2024, not once did I call for action to be taken against Rachel Oates. Not once did I say she should lose this or that. All I did was criticize her behavior and explain how to make amends with the trans community, and that was it. Yet that's apparently definitive proof of what an aggressive monster I am, how much I just want to hurt people.
You mocked her for doing the video. Oh my god, you completely mocked Rachel Oates when she did the self-harm. You mocked her in that video. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Oh my god. Ethel, get off the internet. I'm gonna treat you like I treated Cody Rants. Get the hell off the internet. Just get off the fucking internet. Get off the internet. Unplug. Find something else to do. Write articles. You like to use pretty words. Write articles. Do something else. Get off the goddamn internet. Good God. Oh, shit.
Meanwhile, Oates is in a circle openly calling for my income to be destroyed is acceptable, if not.
Did Cody ever come back after that day? Cody came back and made little comments here and there, but Cody knows she needs to stay gone. Because you know, as soon as Cody comes back and I hear about it, oh, we're on that ass. We are on it. We are on it. As soon as Cody decides she wants to come back, we are on it. Okay, buddy?
Not praiseworthy. It's acceptable even as they throw their support behind others who are openly threatening me, a trans person, with police violence, and using a white supremacist fantasy as some sort of twisted justification, seemingly giddy at the prospect. All of this was simply because I criticized a self-declared ally, yet that doesn't reflect on them? How much more of a double standard could you get? Well, I'll tell you. Even though Oates' supporters have had nothing to say about her inner circle openly attacking my income, several of them have condemned me because they see my criticisms as...
But you haven't attacked... Wait a minute. You attacked... Did you or did you not try to attack Vangelina's income? You literally tried to extort Vangelina Scove of 30% of her Patreon, 30% of her monthly earnings from that video, and 30% off of her HelloFresh. You don't have the range to talk about attacking people's income. You literally tried to extort Vangelina. Ma'am, sit your ass down. Tori, Ethel gave us the definition of extortion, and she clearly didn't, allegedly. Actually, Gio, that would have been funny if I'd have said that. Xylie really trying hard to say you don't have a foot to stand on. I really should have said that. That would have been funny as fuck, to be honest. That was a good one, Gio. That was a good one.
An implicit attack on her income. Of course, Oates' criticisms of me are never...
Miss Susie. Miss Susie says, I don't know if it's paranoia or obsession. I think it's both. I think it's paranoia and obsession. Toots McGee for 5. I'm going to take a hit every time she reminds us of her gender identity. Bro. Like, good God.
Held to that same standard. Though this isn't all that surprising considering Oates' continued support for Telltale Atheist after he tried to have the second community blacklist me for criticizing Woodford. Telltale Atheist first appeared on my radio.
You kind of deserved it because you wouldn't shut the fuck up. Even after the man apologized, and again, it was a good apology. I have it up on my channel, okay? It was a good apology. You could tell he stepped back, he had the conversations, he listened to people, and redirected and saw what he did wrong. Not redirected, but he saw what he did wrong and he owned up to it. What else can somebody do? No. Ethel wants somebody to get on their fucking knees and beg her, not the trans community, but her, beg her to be forgiven. No, fuck that. Fuck that.
When he publicly attacked a member of the second community for including me on their personal list of creators they looked up to, with Telltale asserting that I'd attempted to start shit at the Faithless Forum, a secular conference Telltale was an official organizer for, and Oates, Westbrook, and Woodford all attended.
Oh, Julianne, Cody Rant's post on TikTok. Good, let her stay on TikTok. Let her stay over there. She don't need to come back to YouTube. I'm gonna have to look her up, though. Let's see what she's doing.
When pressed on what I'd apparently done, Telltale began comparing my actions to the burning down of religious halls, asserting that video footage of the incident would be released any minute. Of course, no such footage ever came out because, spoiler, I wasn't even at the Faithless Forum. The most I said regarding said conference was me asking people to keep an ear out for anyone claiming I targeted Woodford and politely correct them on the facts that, no, he'd come into my backyard and attacked my rights. If this still sounds like starting shit
No,
to you,
he didn't! Shut the fuck! Oh my god, no he did! Oh god, no. I'm not, no.
that it's impossible to correct someone on something they never said, meaning that Woodford supporters would have to instigate any conflict by definition.
Okay, so basically, to sum this whole section up, people stood up for Woodford. That's what that is. People stood up for Woodford. This video is 2 hours long. And no, we're not, I mean, obviously we're not doing the whole 2 hours. But basically, people stood up for Woodford, and she's pissed. And you know when they stood up for Woodford? In 2019. We are now in the year of our Lord, 2024. all this shit happened in 2019. And she is still coping, seething, and mauling over it. Naruto, Ethel is just a bully, plain and simple. Absolutely. Absolutely, Ethel's a bully. But see, the thing is Ethel doesn't have the pull that she once had. So...
This also occurred during the period in which Woodford was still pretending like he was going to fix things, the month I went completely hands-off, meaning his supporters were under no pressure to discuss the issue then and there, never mind misrepresent it. That was it. Politely correct anyone trying to paint me as this hyper-aggressive trans femme. This is what Telltale, compared to burning down a—
You are extremely hyper-aggressive. You are extremely hyper-aggressive. Extremely.
religious hall. Again, Telltale wasn't some small person, he was an official organizer for the event. So did I ever receive an apology from him or the Faithless Forum regarding his defamation?
You know, I'm going to be honest with you. I have to give Ethel one thing. She has endurance. Because I can't hold a grudge that long. I really can't. I can't hold a grudge to talk about it 5 years later. I can't. I can't hold a grudge that long. Thank you, Cosmic. I appreciate it. I mean, yeah. I can't, unless it was a life-changing event and it's real life I can hold a grudge that long. But on the internet, I can honestly tell you, there is maybe, no, I don't even have those kind of grudges. It's just that certain people, I would have something for them if they came at me. But really, half of them, no, I don't have any, no, actually, now that I think about it, I really don't have any grudges. Yeah, exactly, Amber Chick. Yeah, the internet shit, I don't store longer than a year. I think mine, the longest from mine was 2 years. No, actually, a year. A little over a year. Yeah. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't even have grudges against Salvo. I don't. I can sit here and tell you, I don't have any grudges against Salvo. He's doing his thing, I do my thing. I don't have that hate in my heart that I had at one point. I let it go. And you know what? I'm so much a better person for letting it go. Because it doesn't eat you up. You know how, oh, what was it? Wendigoon said that anger is bad for your bones or something like that. Wendigoon is actually very correct. It is. Because if you hold on to anger, like I joke around and say that I live off of spite, but quite honestly, if you live off of anger and spite and you're constantly in that state, it is actually very unhealthy for you to do. It's very unhealthy. Yeah, exactly, Mater. You can't heal if you don't let things go. Exactly. Ethel, you need to let this shit go. Well, see, Moon, that right there, that's real life stuff. Real life is different because it has to be a real life, really bad event for me to hold a grudge that long. Believe me, I got some people in my family that, no, that grudge will always be there, you know. But no, with the internet shit, nah, I don't really hold any, I don't hold any grudges. Yeah, 5 years is forever on internet terms. It really is. Yeah. Crash for 2. So with Ethel, would Tipster smash or pass? She's not goth. She's not goth. I think Tipster would pass. To be honest. Anna for $4.99. The best revenge is living well. Very true. Very true. But yeah, I don't hold any grudges. I really don't. Now that I think about it. Yeah, no, I let all that shit go. Oh, Gaming Witch. Okay, so I already asked. Okay, Gaming Witch. I already asked 328 if they were Teddy, and they explained that Teddy was sick today, and that the union brought 328 over here. So that is not Teddy. Okay. The union sent a representative, and it's 328. All right. So we have to say thank you to the union. We appreciate it. You know? Yeah, Teddy's sick in bed watching, probably. Ethel needs to touch grass and talk to a monk or a shaman. I actually agree, Nightmare. Alright, let's go.
Of course not. Telltale even stated very publicly that he was only walking back on what he'd accused me of, not because he'd fucking lied, but to change the conversation. Now, I bring this up because it perfectly illustrated Rachel Oates' hypocrisy. She demonized members of a private transcentric mental health support group, going so far as to publish identifying information of one of its members, simply because the group compiled lists of people known to be safe for trans people versus those who weren't. It should also be noted that these lists were only made for personal use by the group's couple dozen members. Despite this, Oates declared said private list to be blacklist, intended to ostracize people, when no...
Stop! That was not her intention. Stop. Stop. I have the whole explanation for that. Stop. Ethel is so full of shit. I swear to God.
They were security tools designed to ensure that trans people weren't caught out in the open by trusting someone who turned out to be a bigot. Many of the trans people who had initially begged me to respond to Woodford had been former fans of his. Hell, a number of them had even donated to his card game Kickstarter, only to be stabbed in the back. And yet, in spite of demonizing trans people for taking measures to protect themselves, claiming it was wrong for said people to do so, crying about blacklisting, Rachel Oates said absolutely nothing as Telltale Atheist lied about me, painting me as a monster because I was a trans person standing up for my rights.
No, you're not just standing up for your rights. You are trying to be a martyr. You are literally trying to be a martyr, and you paint people in the most disgusting ways so you can get a name for yourself. You're very egotistical. All of this is so you can have a name for yourself. I'm going to go as far as say that I don't know how much you actually help your own people. I think this is all for you to have a name within your community. Because you like to use a lot of people in your community's trauma and a lot of people are your scapegoat. You use your own trauma like it's fucking candy. No, I think you love a pity party. You want to be a martyr. And that's disgusting. That's really, really disgusting. Yeah, no, Ethel mocked the self-harm, yeah. Ethel mocked the self-harm of Rachel Oates, 100%, yeah. So gross.
Telltale even personally confronted an audience member for including me in their personal suggestions for creators they looked up to. You know, actual attempts to ostracize me because I'm trans. And yet, in spite of me showing...
Ethel, I can promise you this. The reason why I don't like you, it has nothing to do with the fact that you're trans. The reason why I don't like you, because you literally are a piece of shit human. You literally are a piece of shit. It has nothing to do with the fact that you're trans. You're literally a piece of shit. I mean, like, this is ridiculous.
All of this back in May of 2019, Oates chose to personally thank Telltale, seemingly promoting him for his efforts in demonizing me because I'm trans. Yet the demonization didn't end there. Following Oates' Darvo in September 2019, Telltale jumped right in, lying about past incidents to try and paint me as an abuser, going so far as to defend calls to exterminate gay people as a respectable position to do so. On the 8th of September, Telltale posted the following thread to Twitter. Quote,
FYI, I've been doing some investigating on our friend, and this isn't the first time this has happened, although historically it's been directed at Christians. Still not good to attack people with ad hominems and abuse regardless of their beliefs. Well, that's fucking Ethel right there. Okay, so a video, and then you can also check out situation. All this stuff happened 5 to 6 years ago. How many victims are there? And I believe this is when Ethel was still going by he. Does he know how to engage with people in a healthy way, or does it all boil down to Tommy McCurdy level hatred? Okay, I don't know about Tommy McCurdy. I don't know who that is, or McMurdy, but the hatred, yes. Okay.
FYI, I've been doing some investigating on our friend. This isn't the first time this has happened, although historically it's been directed at Christians. Still not good to attack people with ad hominems and abuse, regardless of their beliefs.
But that's what you do! Ethel! That's exactly what you do! What?
If you're interested, check out what happened with the YouTube channel State of Daniel. Link to video. You can also check out the Emanuela situation, though that one is harder to track down since she deleted her channel as a result of the abuse. All this stuff happened 5 to 6 years ago. How many victims are there? Does he know how to engage with people?
Well, thank you, Corey. Or Tori, I appreciate it.
In a healthy way? Or does it all boil down to...
JFA for 10. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. I have to go... Hold on. I have to pull that up because for some reason it doesn't pull up anymore. Hold on. Wait a minute, JFA. I'll read it out. Give me a second. Give me a second, JFA. Okay, here it is. All right, JFA for 10. Thank you for the 10, JFA. I appreciate it. Great job on the stream, Xylie. I already hated this individual. Memorial stream for Matt Pitt. When? The moment Tommy C said he couldn't reach out to Matt, I knew we lost him. Stairs 1, Matt Pitt 0, fatality. Listen. If I can confirm that the Stairs got Matt Pitt, we will hold a memorial for him. 100%. We will hold a memorial for Matt Pitt if we find out that the Stairs finally got him. Don't you worry about it. Thank you for the 10, JFA. I appreciate it.
To Tommy McMurty level hatred, end quote. First, these aren't two cases. The State of Daniel video linked by Telltale is about Emanuela. Second, I noticed how the link Telltale gave started at the 1 minute 52 second mark, skipping over the introduction. That's worth mentioning as Daniel opens his video by quite literally acknowledging that his previous video had been flagged for hate speech and doxing, and whilst he asked for a human review, he didn't think it would be allowed to remain up.
About 2 days ago, I uploaded a video about Mr. Repsion, Emanuela, and internet bullying, and not even 48 hours later...
Wait, about Repsion? Wait a minute, what? Wait, oh my god. How many people are connected to this fucking thing? Wait, what? Wait, I gotta slow this down. So I can hear it, okay? I'm sorry. We're gonna have to listen to Ethel just a little bit in regular mode. Wait, hold on.
About 2 days ago, I uploaded a video about Mr. Repsion, Emanuela, and internet bullying. And not even 48 hours later, I received 2 notifications from YouTube that the video has been filed under a privacy complaint and for hate speech, and so...
What the hell does this have to do with Repsion? Oh my god! What is happening? True Star! What is happening? We had Creepshow art, we had r/YouTube drama in this, now we got Repsion? What? I don't know. Wait. Okay. All right. Wait a minute. We have to put our investigation hats on. Wait a minute. Let me go ahead and put it back to 1.75 and... Okay. All right. Hold on. Give me a second. We're going to find this video. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Debunk State of Daniel. Okay, hold on. Debunked, state of, oh, wait. I don't think I typed that right. Hold on. State of Daniel is one word. Okay, hold on. State of Daniel. All right, let's see if we can find it. Oh my God, here it is. Oh no. Oh wait. Oh. Okay, I found it. It's 10 years old. This video is 10 years old. Wait, what? Oh wait, no, go back. I want the video. I don't care about the channel.
Hey YouTube, I hope you guys are doing well. So I have to be up for work in 8 hours, and I just came back from a 20-hour road trip, so needless to say, I'm just exhausted. So this video is going to be very raw, unfiltered, a lot different from my usual videos. And the reason I'm making this now instead of waiting until next weekend is because about 2 days ago I uploaded a video about Mr. Repzion, Emanuela, and internet bullying. And not even 48 hours later, I received 2 notifications from YouTube that the video has been filed under a privacy complaint and for hate speech. And so these...
So it's called Debunk State of Daniel versus Essence of Thought. So that's why Ethel has a problem with it. Okay. Wait, let me go back. Hold on. God, this has gotten me going down so many rabbit holes. Hold on. Okay. Alright. We'll get back to that one later. 10 years ago, Repzion was a still devoted Christian. Yeah, so... Bro, I don't know. I just work here, okay? You know what, Cosmic? So is this video a whole timeline of her grudges? Yes, I think it is. I really do think it is.
This isn't the first time this has happened, although historically it's been directed at Christians. Still not good to attack people with ad hominems and abuse, regardless of their beliefs. If you're interested, check out what happened with the YouTube channel State of Daniel. Link the video. You can also check out the Emanuela situation, though that one is harder to track down since she deleted her channel as a result of the abuse. All this stuff happened 5 to 6 years ago. How many victims are there?
Okay, it was 10 years ago. That would be 2014. This was 2019, so yeah, 5-6 years ago.
Does he know how to engage with people in a healthy way, or does it all boil down to Tommy McMurtry level hatred? And
Ethel, do you have trauma from 2019? Because it seems like all of your problems come from the year 2019. What the hell? Yeah, I know, dead man. Yeah, Rep is no longer affiliated with that shit. Yeah, I know.
Quote. First, these aren't two cases. The State of Daniel video linked by Telltale is about Emanuela. Second, I noticed how the link Telltale gave started at the 1 minute 52 second mark, skipping over the introduction. That's worth mentioning as Daniel opens his video by quite literally acknowledging that his previous video had been flagged for hate speech and doxing, and whilst he asked for a human review, he didn't think it would be allowed to remain up.
About 2 days ago, I uploaded a video about Mr. Repzion, Emanuela, and internet bullying. And not even 48 hours later, I received 2 notifications from YouTube that the video has been filed under a privacy complaint and for hate speech. And so these cases are being investigated at the moment. And even though I feel like I've done nothing wrong, I have this strong suspicion that the video is going to be removed. So I did want to reply to some criticism before that happens. And in particular, I wanted to reply to Essence of Thought.
Kind of an important detail to try and skip over, one that Telltale had to know since he put the timestamp after this point.
Oh, shut up. Stop it. Shut up. Shut the hell up. Shut up. You are mad about that goddamn video because it's talking about you. Oh my God. This is unhinged. Okay, you know what? I'm to the point. I don't care about that. Who is King Crocoduck? Okay, so we see some... Who wants to guess? Now, you can see here that we're going to have some screenshots. Who wants to guess that the screenshot is from fucking 2019? Put a 1 in the chat if you think the screenshot is from 2019. Put another number if you think it's another year. Okay. So we're on the same wavelength. My bid is 2020. All right, JFA. You're in for 2020. Maya's in for 2015. All right, let's go.
Moving on, we come to the fact that Rachel Oates willingly promoted King Crocoduck after he very publicly deleted his Twitter account due to being called out for his targeted harassment of an 8-year-old trans girl. Casey was one of a number of anti-trans bigots who felt emboldened by Woodford's anti-trans bigotry during the events of 2019, leading him to start accusing the trans community of...
2019! Ladies and gentlemen, the ones who win it. Oh my God. Oh my God, this is crazy. She's crazy. Oh my God. Holy shit, this is amazing.
Surgically mutilating children, comparing gender-affirming care to cutting off a child's leg because they say they're a pirate. Now, when called out on his bullshit, he presented two case studies as proof that the trans community was mutilating children, that of David Reamer and that of Luna Damon Younger. Starting with David Reamer, he was a cis man whose penis was destroyed during a botched circumcision shortly after birth. Now, at the time, intersex people were gaining prominence in the medical community, leading doctors to ask what they should do. Enter John Money, a doctor who believed that every intersex infant should be surgically reassigned female because, in his mind, reassigning them as either male or female would make them normal, and reconstructing a neovagina was easier than a neophallus. Of course, this raised questions about the child's gender, which...
What? Oh God. What are we talking about?
is where we come to the foundational belief of Money's worldview, that gender was strictly taught and could thus be controlled through therapy. You know, the exact opposite of what the trans community accepts to be true. When Money heard about David's case and the fact that David had a twin brother, Brian, Money saw an opportunity. He convinced David's parents to reassign David a girl whilst using Brian as a control, beginning surgery when David was less than 2 years old before putting him on hormone therapy. Money then spent the next decade trying to teach David that he was a girl. To give you an idea of what those sessions involved,
they had a, okay, wait a minute. They had a episode on SVU about something like this. They had an episode on Law and Order SVU about something like this. And it was twins. It was twins in that also. And yeah, it was a botched circumcision, and they had the one in therapy to teach them to be a girl, and then they found out eventually through, I don't know how, I don't remember how, but they found out that they were actually born a boy, and they ended up, and then they had them do weird stuff, and this is just on the episode of SVU. I'm not talking about the case that they're talking about, but in that episode, the therapist had the twins do weird stuff with each other to figure out what gender they were or whatever, and the one ended up getting rid of the therapist. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that episode. It was a really good episode. Yeah, they was teaching them the gender roles, and yeah, it was a really, really good episode. I remember the episode from SVU. And how the twins got away with it. They went to the movie theater, and they dressed exactly alike going into the movie theater. That's how they got away with it. Well, almost. I mean, that's based on true story, though. The one who thought they were a girl, unfortunately, unsolved themselves. Aw. Damn. That's a sad situation for anyone to go through. I couldn't imagine. I absolutely could not imagine.
Money would have Brian partake in sexual play with David. Said process involved David...
Oh my god! Yes! The SVU episode! Okay.
With Brian laying between David's legs to form the missionary position, with both of them still children at the time.
Oh my god! It's the SVU episode! Okay. See? Okay. See? I was a pause Andy, but alright. The IRL case is worse? I'm sure it is. I am sure it is. I'm sure it is tragic. That sounds horrible.
Brian would then be asked to perform rhythmic thrusting against his brother's groin, imitating the actor's sex. All of which Money forwarded as necessary for successful reassignment, teaching David his place in a normal heterosexual relationship. Money also photographed these sessions, yet perhaps most worryingly, conducted some sessions without the supervision of a second professional. David also recalled that Money would verbally abuse Brian if he refused to do what Money demanded. Money reported that said sessions were a resounding success, that David had perfectly adjusted to being a girl, leading Money's methods to be adopted as the default approach to intersex infants. There's just one teeny tiny little problem. The fucker was a fraud. He fabricated his findings, burying the facts that David had begun to threaten to take his own life as early as the age of 13 if he was forced to continue seeing money. After 2 whole years of depression relating to his gender, David's parents finally told him the truth. That's right, David didn't know he'd been forcibly transitioned until he was 15.
Piff for 5. The case is real, it's horrendous, and this person makes me want to be cis. Oh God, that's bad. Oh my God, you made me breathe in my vape wrong. Thank you for the 5. I appreciate it. Ethel's trying to kill me. Ugh. This is a racist act towards the Latinas. She's trying to kill me. All right, so let's get to the person. All right, so
he was a naive participant, yet he displayed acute signs of gender dysphoria. This makes David one of the only cis people in history to suffer from gender dysphoria.
I'm so glad you finally typed in the chat, Beavers. Hold on. Where's Beavers? Hold on. I gotta let it catch up. Hold on. Because I can tell you now I can give 2 shits about this video. Hold on. Where's Beavers? Beavers! Beavers like you have 10 more years. Don't go towards the light. Alright, there you go. Alright, here you go. Because I don't understand why you don't have one, but you have one now, so... Alright, there you go, Beavers. You're good. And no, I'm not going to go towards the light, Beavers. Y'all ain't getting rid of me yet. I was giving Beavers a wrench. Useful. That's what I was doing, but I had to wait for the chat to catch up. Pip for 5. I'm sorry about the cough I triggered, but it's true. This and Keffels make me want to be cis. 5 for sorry. Thank you for the 5. QTV for 10. I missed the laugh half hour because my mother called me with so much family drama. Is Ethel still melting down? Yes, Ethel is still melting down. Love the online drama, Xylie, but family drama took precedent. Nope, I 100% agree. Family always comes first. IRL always comes first. And thank you for the 10. I appreciate it. Listen, like Beaver says, I have a good 10 years left, okay?
As a result of his forced transition.
Listen, I'll be talking about YouTube drama on my fucking deathbed, alright? I'll be in a hospital bed, okay? Barely can raise my arm, but don't you worry. Don't you worry. We'll have a mic, we'll have like a boom arm for the mic, and I will still scream into the microphone. I'll just have to have my husband or like a niece or a nephew like hit the buttons and stuff like that, but don't you worry. I'll be on my deathbed cussing these motherfuckers out. All right, you ain't got to worry about that.
Proving how you cannot force a child to identify as a different gender. David transitioned back to being a man, yet sadly, due to the torture money and his parents had put him through, David had problems trusting people and forming relationships. David Riemer would take his own life when he was just 38.
That's sad.
That is what King Crocoduck is blaming the trans community for. The actions of a fraud who, like Crocoduck, believe children can be convinced to change their gender.
Okay, I misread your comment. I thought you wrote gender theorist. What, pray tell, is gender therapist? The occupation sounds made up. Are you trying to render a medical professional who administer hormone therapy? Not normally. These are people who you have to see as therapists who give you HRT letters so you may go administered hormone therapy. Basically, they make sure you are trans and help you through transition and similar issues. So they're just therapists who greenlight hormone therapy. What positions are they in determine whether 3-year-olds are sufficiently cognitive developed and aware of the costs of transitioning to properly be able to consent to these treatments? First, please understand they're not actually doing surgeries or hormones at age 3. If you think they are, please show me any sort of evidence. David Riemer, who underwent sex change early as 22 months, and it was raised on estrogen shortly after, and James Union undergoing hormone blockers at age 8. Okay, do you really think... Okay, so they're having a discussion, and he brought up... Okay, so he brought up David. Okay. But I don't... It seems like to me they're just having a discussion. Second, David is a star example on how you can't force someone to be something they aren't. That is why you cannot force trans men to stay as females, or opposite of trans women that expect them to be happy. Yeah, they're having a discussion. Am I the only EoT fan here? Useful, you probably are, honey. I hate to tell you that. If you are. You probably are. But useful, if you're not memeing and you actually are an EoT fan, you can absolutely 100%, you are able to be here and you are welcome, okay? You are welcome to be here. If you're not memeing. I don't know. I can't tell. It's the internet, okay? Yeah, you're still welcome. Exactly, Anne. Yeah, I don't see the hate.
Gender, and should thus be forced to do so in order to conform to societal norms. So, reparative torture. Money wasn't a trans icon. Everything he believed, everything he argued, was the very antithesis of what the trans community knows to be true.
Yeah, but people aren't allowed to have discussions anymore. See, this is the fucking problem. People can't have goddamn discussions. How are people supposed to get educated if they can't ask fucking questions and have discussions about shit? What? Okay, wait. Even if I don't share your... Wait, what, useful? Useful, you said something before that. Wait, even if I don't share your views, Xylie. Well, that's fine. I mean, if you don't share my views, you don't share my views. That's called life. We all don't agree on everything. The hell?
Regarding gender. We accept that you cannot forcibly change a person's gender, that said gender is innate and immutable, and that the only person who can figure out who they are is themselves. So KC straight up fucking lied. Yet it only gets worse.
Where is he lying? They're having a discussion. Where is he lying? Oh my god. Ethel, you need to get offline. You need to get the fuck offline. Holy shit.
When we unpack the case of Luna Damon Younger, who Casey dead names in his thread, presenting a now all too familiar narrative. It's the story of a young boy who dresses and acts like a boy at their dad's house and doesn't show any signs of gender dysphoria around him or indeed any of the family friends. Meanwhile, the boy's liberal mother is forcing him to identify as a girl, something she does with the assistance of a single pro-trans therapist who has given a false diagnosis of gender dysphoria and is subsequently pushing the child closer to medical sterilization. This is a story as was broken by famous anti-trans crank Walt Heyer, writing for The Federalist in 2019. It's the story that went on to be echoed by countless conservative and fundamentalist Christian blogs, such as The Daily Wire, Breitbart, The Christian Post, The Christian Examiner, Russia Today, World News Group, and The New American. No credible news source would even touch the story, and the reason behind that was pretty simple. The original Federalist article, upon which all subsequent articles were based, relied solely on the unverified assertions of the child's father, Jeff Younger.
What has this got to do with Rachel Oates? What the fuck does this have to do with Rachel Oates?
Who, after looking over Luna's case, tried to reach out to Mr. Younger to ensure that he was involved in her transition every step of the way, something that was greatly helped.
What does this have to do with
Though
Rachel
it is a lesbian
Oates?
who was heavily entrenched in the transgender movement. The psychiatrist, with the case being investigated.
I fucking hate Ethel's fucking videos. I hate her fucking videos. Yes, I think we've lost the plot too. Like, this whole thing right here could have been a video all by itself. What has this got to do with Rachel?
That case as proof of just how unreasonable I was, how aggressive I'd been in fact.
But the video is about. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Useful. Rachel Oates promotes far-right and anti-feminist figures. What does this have to do with Rachel? Ethel, you need to get offline. It has been 5 fucking years. Drop it. Shut the fuck up, Beavers. She doesn't even do that. That's the sad part. Rachel, that's a fucking lie. This title here is a lie. There is no proof that Rachel actually promotes far-right and anti-feminist figures. There is no proof for it. Ethel shows no proof for it at all. In her 5,000 fucking attempts of trying to show that Rachel Oates is a bad person. Oh yeah, Yamato, I know. I've been covering Essence of Thought and then went down the Rachel rabbit hole, and this is just stupid and retarded. Dear God. Okay, let's go to this one here. Jimmy Snow. Oh God. Oh God.
Which just leaves us Jimmy Snow. I had originally considered turning this section into its own standalone video, but I'm exhausted. I just want to get
You should have made the last one its own standing fucking video.
this last video done to have made this information publicly available for other people to use before moving on to hopefully brighter and better things, so it gets tagged on to the end. Note that this isn't merely a condemnation of Rachel Oates, who promoted Jimmy Snow throughout the events of 2019. This section is a condemnation of everyone who took part in the public sexual harassment campaign, which became known as the Pumpkin Saga, glorifying sexual violence as the pinnacle of liberal LGBT+
You know
activism.
what? Nope, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm done. I'm done. I can't finish the video. Nope. Nope. Because here's the thing. Every single thing that Essence of Thought says, she takes things out of context. In that one video where she actually showed comments in her fucking section that were being quote-unquote transphobic, they weren't even being transphobic. Not all of them. Some of them were. Some of them were disgusting. Some of them were very disgusting. But most of the ones she showed, they were not being transphobic. She doesn't make any sense at all, Star. None. Where? Where does she... Okay. Useful. Useful. Where does... Give me the name of the video where Essence of Thought goes after Keppels. Oh, not on YouTube, on Discord, but yet she can go after Rachel Oates with, for 5 fucking years. She can go after Rachel Oates for 5 fucking years with not a lick of real fucking evidence that Rachel Oates is being hateful towards trans people and trying to be violent towards trans people. Out loud on fucking YouTube for 5 fucking years, but she can't publicly say something about Keppels? Fuck her. Piff for 2. Come on, cat intermission. No. I don't really have any cat videos. Hold on. Oh, wait. I know what I can show y'all. I think it's Mika and Mocha. Mika and Mocha. Okay. I'm going to show y'all my favorite cat on YouTube. I love this cat. I want a little chocolate cat just like this. Okay, hold on. Okay. I love this cat. This cat. This is Mika. Oh, no, this is Mocha. Okay? Mika is her sister. Alright? Mocha is the cutest fucking cat. I want one so bad. Literally what my cats do. Hold on, I'm trying to find the cute
Excuse me, do you have time to talk about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? Hey, don't run from the Lord! Where are you going?
I love Mocha. I absolutely love Mocha. Okay, this is Mika. Mika's such a bitch. I love Mika. Mika's amazing. I want a chocolate baby so bad. I want a chocolate baby so bad. I love those chocolate cats. I put a really cool one on Twitter. Hold on. I gotta show y'all this cat. I fucking love this cat. This cat is adorable. If I can find my tweet. No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Oh, this cat. Tell me this cat is not beautiful. Look how beautiful this chocolate cat is. Look at this. Look at this baby.
So this is love.
Look how beautiful that baby is. That is a gorgeous cat. I want a chocolate baby. I can't help it. I can't tell you that cat is not beautiful. Exactly, because it is beautiful. Okay, so I gave y'all, I gave you a palette cleanser. So. Now Xylie brings out the real content. Yeah, because that essence of, bro, I can't do it with that essence of thought anymore. I can't do it. That video was literally my trauma from 2019 that I can't get over 5 years later. She needs to drop it. Ethel needs to drop it. She needs to stop. So... it's actually not a cat breed. There's actually, it's actually a color, but it's a very rare color. Yeah, she needs to do something, but... Alright, well, let me get out of here because it's almost 2 o'clock and I have to get myself some lunch. Piff for 2. Thank you. Thank you, Piff. I appreciate the 2. This live stream will stay up. I'm not editing this. Yeah, so it definitely won't go green. I'm not even going to ask for it to go green. It's going to stay right at yellow. But yeah, because of the N-words that were dropped. Thank you, JFA. I appreciate it. All right, so I'm just going to go do the outro, and y'all have a great day. And I'm going to go and be a vampire in a half an hour. So, y'all have a great day, night, or evening, wherever you are. Bye!
Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. I'll be cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane. Making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains. I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things. Gonna make a fucking name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain. I just wanna be greatness. 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 Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent. and it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots, if I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. That energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic. Ain't no motherfucker